Want to say hi to people or we come here to see Mama? Okay. I'm going to look right at the camera. And we're going to say, hi, everyone. I'm Pork Chop. I'm Pork Chop. Chop, 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 choppy. Chop, 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 choppy. I am a pork chop. Yes, I am. He's so great. Oh, we're going to do a video now. Okay? You want to watch? All right, here we go. We'll put you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa! Up and away. All right, so this next video, I wanted to do 2 today, and I just wanted to kind of break down my next video because I'm going to go into detail on. I think I mentioned to you that I didn't want to do training. I want really more interested in manners. And I really am. So my last video that I just put up today is about fireworks and all the things that you can do to help the dog navigate and not have a nervous breakdown during those events. So today, as I had promised, I was going to talk to you about my 4 or 5 things in a row that I need to convey to people, and mostly it's anyone who loves their dog. So this channel is for anyone who loves their dog, wants to make a better connection with them. Again, I still feel that they think we're aliens, and we often think they're aliens, but they're not. They're just, they speak a language, and you're not really sure what that language is. So I'm inside today, filming inside because it's freezing outside. Last is this New Year's Day, and I have several topics that I will cover, but these are the bullet points. When you go to someone's house and you're visiting and you should sit down at the table and you're eating and their dog comes up and grabs food right out of you or off you or on you or steals food from your hand, that's not good manners. So when I talk about training, I just have such a high respect for dogs that I just feel now to ask this really genius being to do these really menial tasks is ridiculous. And then using corporal punishment on them, prong collars, electrocution, all these things. Now online, under training, you can look up all these things. It's going to say, sure, if you zap your dog, it's going to work great. Sure, if you throw a prong collar on them, it's going to get them trained in 2 minutes. Well, maybe you should put more time in than 2 minutes. That's my feeling. So the people that are tuning in, that are into prong collars, electrocution, striking the dog, yelling at the dog, please shut me off now and go someplace else because you and I are not going to see the guy eye to eye. They are sentient beings and they need to be treated that way. You would have to really be around dogs as long and as deep and as involved as I have my whole life to understand that they have all these great qualities. I'm going to tell you 2 quick stories before I get into why I want to do dismiss manners. They are so brilliant that I remember, and I think I was in my 30s, I had my first golden retriever, and I was asleep in bed. My fiance was right next to me, and 2 o'clock in the morning, the dog just came in, like nudging me and frantic and wagging his tail, and I was like, what's up, what's up? And I get up and I go to let him out, and the whole next door neighbor's house roof is engulfed in flames. So you could tell me that, oh, Sharon, it's just a coincidence that he woke you up at 2 in the morning to go to the bathroom. No, this is a dog that never goes to the bathroom at 2 in the morning. And no, she eats solid food. And no, she just never did that. So that is just not true. Okay. If you want to make that into a coincidence, you can do that. And I'm also going to give you another quick example. So I had to quickly call 911 because no one in the house or around the neighbors had seen this because it was pitch dark out and nobody knew. So I called 911 and the fire trucks were there and the dog was so brilliant and so wonderful. So when you spend enough time with them and you watch them do miracles, you'll understand. You're my people. You should stay because you're the ones that understand. They have another sense that I didn't talk about, and it's kind of a 6th sense. It's almost like, it's not just that they can read the auras around your bodies, but they can also, I think, look into your soul. they're old souls, all of them. They're very old souls. And I think they can look into you. So for those people that believe that they're more than just a furry little pet that runs around with no really intricate facets in every way. And then one time, me and the same person were hiking up a mountain, and we had brought a knapsack with us, and we had a really good time up there. And we had cheese and crackers, and we were watching the sun go down. And little did we know, the dog was with us, we lost the trail. So when we were on top of the mountain, we both looked at each other and said, well, we're going to freeze to death up here. We were far enough that we could get to the car, but we weren't planning to spend the night on the mountain under a tree, cold. So I looked at the dog and I said, you know what? How about we throw your belt? He took his belt off, he put it around the dog's collar, and she led us down the mountain. And when I tell you she led us down a rocky mountain with a bunch of trees in upstate New York, where there's trees, there's ditches, she scented the trail. She followed us right down the same way we came, all the way to the bottom. So if you're going to tell me that's a random, oh, that's just random. No, we took her right to Burger King and we got her everything and anything she wanted. And we told her what a wonderful girl she was. Of course, now she's in heaven waiting for me with my 5 or 6 other dogs. But then I have birds, cats, and other things up there too, waiting for me over the Rainbow Bridge. But anyway, so real quick recap. Things that I wanted to work on with you going forward is the stealing on the food. No, that's not acceptable. Stealing on the food for the counter serving off counters, because I did a video, and yes, it's AI. It's absolutely AI because I couldn't create it at home. That kind of happenstance, you just can't. You can't create it. I don't want to set a dog up for that. I don't want to set a dog like, go do that so I can do a film. No, it's AI for a reason. It's AI because I don't want to ask the dog to do something he shouldn't do for a video. So that's the purpose of my videos. If you see any AI in my, I have I don't know, maybe there's 30 videos. I'm losing track now. I'm doing so many. But I'm not going to make dogs do silly things so they get in trouble, so you will learn online. Okay? So you'll see AI mixed in with my real videos. Okay, so counter surfing, stealing food right out of your hand, children's hands or anyone's hand. When you have a friend or guest come over, and all my nanny jobs are like this. Whenever I open the door and the people let me in, the very first thing happens is they come running at me full force. If you have a guest coming over, this is just a quick tip, I'll tell you this right now. There's called a house line that you can put on a dog. You can make it 10 feet, you can make it 6 feet, you can make it 4 feet. But a house line is a leash, short, and it's so you can take control of your pet so that they don't injure people. So when I go to people's houses, you would think that they would say, maybe I should hold on to a leash before she meets my dog nanny, which is a trainer, so she doesn't get knocked over. No, they don't always think like that. So the whole thing about running out the door and greeting people and jumping people, there's old people, there's children, all these kinds of things you have to think about. So all that jumping is not right. When they jump on people, they can knock people over and hurt them. So we want the jumping. So it's going to be stealing food, counter surface, jumping, and there's 3 more, running away. Every time you open the door, if you're worried that your dog is going to take off and not come back, you're doing something wrong and you need help. Recall. If you are by happenstance to open the door and you do call the dog, Jaxie, come here. If he's not coming back to you, you're doing something wrong and you need help with that. And housebreaking. So there's these that I want to go into, and each one is going to have a video of its own, right? Pork chop, what do you think? Should we do a video on every single one? Yes? Yeah, you would do video on every single one. What do you think? Oh, you want to rub. Okay. Oh, it's pretty. Okay. So Pork Chop and I agree that we're going to do a video about every one. So coming soon is another 5 videos. Each one's going to be, and no, I'm not setting up a dog. I'm not going to set up a dog to do any of these things because the dogs I had never did any of these things. And it's not training. So get that notion out of your mind. Sharon's a dog trainer. Okay, I might do, in your eyes, it's training. In my eyes, I'm teaching manners. So that's my New Year's Day bun and house here with pork chop. Right, Porky? Say bye now. Say bye. Bye. We'll talk to you in our long form videos coming soon.